So today we're playing with some plants. Plants have been a big part of the last few weeks, walking in the countryside around our house while we've all been in isolation. So been pressing plants and growing plants, having all sorts of fun with plants. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things really about the joy of pressing plants. You can't go wrong. It is so easy. I spent a lot of last year pressing seaweeds. So, making flat seaweeds, which is slightly more tricky because you have to float them off in a tray. But actually, pressing wild flowers and finding plants in the hedge like the umbelliferas, like lovely cow parsleys and things, celandines. It's so easy to do. And you can just use, a book, an old book like this. And you can press plants in a book. It's so easy. So just a little film about pressing some plants today. And I've also been growing lots of plants. These are beans. I remember growing beans like this when I was at school in a jam jar. And my son and my daughter are growing beans at the moment, doing drawings every day. So we might make a little animation of those drawings in the next few days and weeks. So lots of lovely plants today. So we're going to look at some pressing of flowers. And that's what this film is about. Enjoy. You just got to keep walking through all the lovely plants. Look how much plants have grown up since we were here last. Only about a week ago.
Oh, once. I'm going uphill. What the?
When you're pressing plants, of course, you need to choose plants that are not rare, so very common plants, things you might find at a hedgerow, and just the everyday normal plants that you might stumble across by the side of the road or on a little walk with your family, are just the plants you want, the plants that you see all the time, everywhere in the countryside. That's it. Let's go see it again. Is it in the right shape that you want it? That's looking lovely, isn't it? Okay, then put the cardboard on. The paper. You do another one, can't you?
Yeah.
I might put this one. It's a lovely little one. I'll put a couple together. You can snip that one. Little speed well on there, look. I'll put them together, I think. Put that on top like that. Great. And then we can put other ones on top.
Okay.
Look how flat that one is. That is that daffodil you did.
Yeah.
It's amazingly flat. Beautiful though.
Yeah.
These ones are from France last summer. Doing them up, making them tight.
Yeah.
You do them up a bit more tomorrow, can't you?
Yeah.
It's a great little press, isn't it?
Yeah.
clamp on here. There we go. There we go. All done. Now we just have to leave it. As long as you can make the plants flat, you can use anything. These are clamps from woodworking, but you can squash plants between the pages of a book, as I was showing you earlier, or under, other heavy things. And of course, you might have a plant press, like my daughter. She has a plant press, which is a great piece of equipment. Or you can make your own. I often stick my plants, the squash plants, the flattened plants, the pressed plants, into my journals and diaries. It's interesting to stick them alongside your notes and drawings to record, the days and the weeks, and as the seasons change, of course. And often we'll stick pressed plants in our house, in picture frames alongside photographs. These are lovely pressed alpine plants from the French Alps from a couple of summers ago. And it's really lovely to kind of add that note from the landscape into your kind of photographic record. And these are pressed seaweeds. Seaweeds are great things to press, but you need to float them off in a tray of water, which is a little bit tricky. So I'll make another film about that aspect, and hopefully we can all get back to the beaches soon, and I can show you how to do that as well, because seaweeds are beautiful. So stay creative, everybody. Have fun, and look after yourselves, and have some fun pressing plants. Okay, see you soon. Bye.